We are back up and running. Well, I'm excited for this final event. I'm wondering if they're taking a little bit long. Oh, cutting the scores. Okay, yeah. So apparently they're going to cut to the scores.
Yep.
So I still don't see the heavyweight men update just yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
But what an exciting show it's been from like top to
It's been
bottom.
very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't no complaints. Again, the women have the most exciting finish that we have going here, right?
Absolutely.
Um, what we have 5 women fighting for 3 spots, or what is it?
5 women spot. Yeah, 4 women fighting for 3 spots. So Elinas, Olivia are tied in third. Amber and Taylor are tied for first. And we're just gonna see how this power stayer shakes out because this could be huge.
Yeah, this is where all that conservation energy we talked about is going to come into play because one of them's not going to make podium, and we could see fourth jump to first, like potentially with this one. So it's one of those scenarios. But men's side, we have athletes vying for basically third place is the main thing, as long as first and second don't fumble it on the under 230 from last time we saw them. We'll see the heavyweight update here soon enough. So always comes down to the last event. That's how
Always
strong
comes
we
down.
go.
In this case, it's going to be power stairs. So, just so that everyone is aware, here's what we're looking at for the power stairs. So, for the women's, we're going to have a 210, 255, and 280 power stairs. Very manageable by that last pin. They are going to be exhausted. So, it's going to be a 67-second time limit. Each step will be 1 point. I predict we're going to see a lot of athletes finish this. Men. So open men heavyweight 231 and under is 280, 325, and then finishing at 350.
That's
CJ, I
light.
think there's gonna be some guys. Yeah, there's gonna be some guys that
That's light.
blitz through this. Yeah.
Again, going from the show that I keep bringing up that Adam and I just did, we had a 350, 400, 450, and he finished. He finished that in under a minute.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
impressive because 450 is nutty heavy.
I took second place because I saw him ahead of me. I got the 450 up 2 stairs, but that got me second place in that event in about 36 seconds to get.
But hey, that's still though, CJ. I will say that's still really good because 450 is heavy.
So
450 is heavy.
It's just one of those things that I think we're going to see athletes sprint that in the male side of it. But end of the day, it's still a lot of events have happened and we could just be challenged. But I think that's going to be one of those ones that an athlete that can control the height of each one, because that first one's going to get so much height that if you have hang time, that's a wasted energy and movement.
Yeah.
So
we'll see who practiced, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we might not. I didn't practice at all for mine, but
okay, so that's true. So yeah, who knows? So I guess, or maybe somebody will just be a freak and win. Gas station Britty is what they call it, right? Gas station Britty. So for the open men heavyweight 231 plus, we have 325, 370, and then 395, which I still think is pretty reasonable for this.
That's a manageable one, yeah. Especially for, again, it's gonna be a fast event. We're gonna be having a stopwatch for all of this. This is not gonna be like a long drawn out, taking a minute. I think most athletes should finish this in the men's side. The women's side, I think most athletes will also finish. It just those weights are definitely in the higher end of challenging compared to their body size. A lot of them. So
yeah, I mean, because finishing off of a 280, especially I think about Amber, who's sits between 140 and 160. Like that's a heavy last pin.
Yeah, double body weight.
Double, yeah, that is crazy.
Put 2 of her and has to pick that up and load it. How many stairs is it? 4 stairs?
I believe it's 3 stairs. I thought it was 3. But I guess we'll see once the live stream comes back on.
Yeah.
And let's also see if those scores are updated just yet.
Yeah. Do you have the height of the stairs by chance?
The height of the stairs, I do not have that either. So I'm trying to remember if Chris emailed us these.
Yeah, this could be on us. This is not.
This is probably on us. I'll be honest, this is probably on us.
But either way, we'll assume there was somewhere between around 14, 15, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I would guess.
High enough to be tough, but low enough to be doable.
Yeah, I did a show 4 years ago in LA. It was Ode Hagen's show, the LA Fit Expo. He had his power stairs set to 18 inches, and dude, that was miserable.
I believe we just got a message saying that the super heavies are updated. So if you want to check those real quick.
Oh yeah, let's pull these suckers up. And okay, yeah. So Jonathan opened up a 4-point lead with his victory in that last event.
Big.
Calvin, yeah, Jonathan's has 26 points. Calvin is in second with 22 points. Colt is in third with 20 points, and Nathan is in fourth with 19. So
Ooh.
podium is up for grabs in the Open Men 231 plus as well.
Which those would be again for the women's and the over 231 men. Those are the last two heats, if I remember, if they're going head to head. So
they are going head to head, so this should be extremely exciting. And yeah, so let's see what ends up shaking out here.
yeah.
We got about 2 minutes before showtime's going to start. I'm going to make my prediction. Actually, I'm not going to. No, go ahead. We should make some predictions. You want to make some predictions?
Um. So who do you think is not going to make the podium of the three women? Let's start there.
Of the three women, that is tough. Based on what I saw today, I think Eleness is in danger of dropping from the podium because Olivia's really caught fire here on these last couple events. I think Amber's going to do enough to maintain podium. I think our podium's going to be Taylor, Amber, and Olivia in some order for the Open women.
Interesting. Okay. See, I have it slightly different. I have Taylor Amber, but I think Eleness is going to edge it out just because she's got a little more static strength to her.
She does. Yeah, she's very powerful. And so we'll see what happens.
But it's going to come down to who can move that strength ability. Let's move on to the 231 men. Obviously, we have Tyler Davis taking the win. That's I believe Justin's going to hold it. Justin's going to hold his place right there. I think Gavin holds it as well. I mean, Brandon's close, but it's going to take a catastrophic drop from Gavin for it to happen, which has happened before in shows. So,
yeah, but I think you're right. I don't see any of those three guys dropping out of the top three.
mm-hmm.
What's going to be really interesting is to see the battle between Gavin and Justin. That's the interesting because that within 3 points is very reasonable.
It's hard to get three guys in between there, though. That's the biggest thing. Like, you know, Pinkerton does no quit. No, he doesn't care what place he gets. He's trying to win every event.
Oh yeah, Pinkerton could play Joker here for sure.
I mean, Adam again, a great loader, jumps to 12 points. I think he can climb to probably that maybe that 7th place potentially is his ceiling right now, which is a good start from coming from the bottom to this now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Those are two big wild cards for me, and looks like we have this 3-horse race between the gentlemen. I think it holds strong with this as your podium, personally, just based on the deadlift.
Yeah, I think that's very possible. Yeah, though, I think Nate might be dangerous here though. He's pretty athletic. We'll see what happens, but I think you're right. I think deadlift plays such a big it is a very good indicator of success for most guys.
If Nate's done a ton of training on this event, maybe. But the fact that I think just because there's such a gap between their raw power, we're not going to see it shake up too much. But it's that last heat we're going to be watching Nate and Colt go head to head because there's a 1-point difference between those two guys.
Yeah, I'm looking at the setup here, and let's see. So I'm hoping. Let's see. I'm thinking we might be going one at a time here.
Okay.
Or is there another side? There might be another.
Looks like there's two sides to this. We just don't have a good angle on our view.
I wonder. Let me go on YouTube. I wonder if the YouTube.
Yeah, they'll probably get a different view from over there. So once we open up that, I was looking at the score sheet, so that's where I haven't been on the other screen yet.
Gotcha. So let's see. Oh, okay, so the YouTube is a little bit better. It's a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Enthusiastic Large Tree is asking, "What is this?" This is called Power Stairs, my friend. This is an event that sucks if you're short with long arms. Basically, you're going to take those heavy pins and go up the stairs with them.
Each pin has to touch each one as well. You can't just lift multiple and skip. So you have to actually place each pin onto the stair itself. That can be a big factor of some of the more stronger athletes that could double skip. You're not allowed to skip any stairs.
That would be pretty sweet though to watch.
I would like to try it, but I'm just I've never seen it. Do you know if they're allowing searchers at all by chance, or is it just staying pure?
I don't think they are. That being said, I'm not sure if anyone's going to really need to, right? I mean, these pins look like they're short enough where when you pick them up, you should have enough leverage to get it on top of the stair.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Dark horse opinion. I think that Adam finishes in about 30 seconds, based on what I've seen
30
him.
seconds.
Yeah,
Ooh,
25 to 30 seconds.
that's blitzing because I mean that's 9 loads. Oh, here we go. We are first woman going. I think the women have an uneven class, which would be why we have our first woman competitor going on her own. And okay, here we go. So this
They're
here,
off.
we're off. Yeah, we're moving. And
Very
she's making
fast
good
frog
work of
jumps
these
up.
first couple. Yep, this is Julianne here. She is currently in sixth place, but her and Angela are within 1 point of each other. She could jump Angela with a good run here.
Yep,
Here
notice
we
the
go.
height that they're getting it to and getting above the knees where you want to be pushing into it, then leaning back to bring it up and over to the top of those stairs. You need to get the whole implement on top. You don't want to be caught with the lip of it. That's the biggest challenge sometimes is the front end can get just caught and it kind of moves you a little bit.
And then you also have the technique on the skip down too, huh?
Yeah.
All
He's got
right.
to,
So, looks like she's getting stuck a little bit on that last pin.
yeah, it's just getting that height. The second you got to get that front end on there and you can kind of shove it with your knees together or your ankles if you're me. But
If you're willing to sacrifice your ankles, definitely. Hey,
you ever
though,
hit?
she can end up with good points here. 6 stairs. Oh, glad
Yep.
she's okay. I think that this is going to be it for her. And yes, that's going to be it. Good run though. That was a good start. We got 7 stairs.
Like I
In
said,
decent.
yeah, like I said, compared to the body size of these women, we're talking some of them well over 1.5 double body weight. These are not easy implements. It's
No.
very compact, so it makes it even tougher at times.
And you see Panda up there, Panda being a warrior, getting those down. I hope her hamstring's okay.
Yeah,
I know
she should be resting. She doesn't need to be doing any of this. She got a
yeah,
show in July to be ready.
Panda, let those hamstrings rest, please. I know you're not listening to the live stream, but man. And this is one of the harder part too of doing power stairs
Yeah,
is getting the weights back down once you load them on top.
yeah, and
All right.
understanding like where you want your weights. I can't see how wide their stairs are, but the stairs we did recently, I had my middle handle kind of turned sideways to give myself more room for the first and third handle in spacing because you don't want your foot to fall off the side on that first one when you jump up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I didn't even think about that to be honest. I mean, that's a very good point though. All right, so our next athlete is Angela, and she needs to surpass or beat seven stairs of a faster time.
Yep.
And someone just fell over. Oh, the limit breaker sign has fallen over.
But no, it looks like they got it back up. No harm, no
They
foul.
got back up. Okay, in case anyone was concerned about the sign, they did protect the sign. They got back up. All right, here we go. And it looks like Angela is ready. Man, CJ, I don't know if you're watching the YouTube live stream, but the YouTube live stream is very clean.
Yeah. No, they've done a great job with that one. Unfortunately, my phone did just die, so I'm watching it on the main one, but I can still see a good view of the what we have on our end.
Wow. Okay, Angela is
very powerful.
Move through those. Now, the transition strategy is really interesting. You see some people skip, some people jump. CJ, what do you typically do on this event? Are you a skipper?
I jump till I can't, and then I start stepping. So it just depends how I'm feeling. What's heavy to you, right? Ideally, you want to be able to jump and keep that momentum and keep that power every single step that you have going on. But sometimes you got to reload those hips and make it one big powerful pop to get it to the top. It just depends what's heavy to you, right?
Yeah.
Also, how deep the stair is matters as well because it's a very deep stair. You have a lot of room to play with where you put the pin. That's beneficial for the jumping technique. But if you have to be very specific with your placement, like it's a very narrow stair, that's where it comes into more play.
So Angela just had a pretty good run there. I'm not sure what the time was, but that was a fantastic run. She moved.
That is our first finisher. So
that is our first finisher, 9 stairs. So Angela's going to maintain her current position. She can't really get into the top 3, but that's how you want to finish your show. You want to see a successful attempt like that. I'm glad to see Angela finish. Nice work.
Always want to end on the best note.
Yes, and now we get into this battle for the podium.
Yeah, we got the big 4 coming up. So
the big 4 is coming up, and yeah, one of these ladies is going to be off the podium.
Yeah, one thing to note with these times, The only stair they don't have to put 2 feet on for it to count is the top one. So it's when you have the full implement onto the top stair, not yourself.
So, yep, and this is about to get very interesting as well. Because it looks like Amber and Taylor are essentially, I would say they're basically locks for the podium, barring some sort of crazy, something crazy happening. But
Yeah.
this battle for second, and third will be crazy.
Third and fourth, you mean?
Yeah, third and fourth. Well, or if something crazy happens here, maybe Amber drops or Taylor drops. Okay, wow, this is fast.
Yep. It's all about these transitions, though. How fast you get down the stairs.
Yeah, and a sloppy transition is really going to hurt.
I'm known for being extra dumb and jumping from the top stair to the bottom one.
Hey, you know what, though? That rehab stuff is working because at least your knees are not, like, dislocated. All right, here we go. And the final pin, and this will be interesting to see how this compares.
There we go.
Angela's time. Oh, okay. All right. We got a little bit stuck there.
She's got to get all 9.
Yeah, Angela may play Joker here because Angela did get all 9, and she did it pretty fast.
Yeah, it looks like this one. So now if I'm going next, I need to make sure I get all 9 at a better pace, right?
Yes, all 9. And you were on point about those transitions because Ionis there was very, very quick in the actual loading portion, but it seemed like the transition was a little bit slower.
Yeah. I mean, it's scary being up there when you're on a stair and you got to take this big step down. You don't want to fall. Like,
no, absolutely not. Yeah.
It's really weird being up there. Just if you've never done a power stairs or never, it's more daunting than you think it is. Especially the more stairs. Luckily, it's only a 3 stair. I've done 4 stairs before. It's just how you play the factor.
That's a hard one.
Yeah. I didn't mean to jump. I just don't think. I just like, what? Oh, I'm airborne.
Our favorite potato. All right. We got Olivia coming up next, and Olivia is currently tied for third place with our last competitor, Ionis. So we're going to see how this ends up shaking out here. If she can beat 9 stairs faster, she will be one of our podium finishers. So this is a big run that's about to happen here.
If I just watched the previous person, I would just be going all in. I would take the risk to almost burn out at the end after watching what just happened. You have to get all 9, and you have to get them faster. So it's one of those things I'd rather lose because I went too quick than lose because I was not quick enough.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Oh, for sure. For sure. And so here we go. This is Olivia. And she's had a good day so far. I'm going to be very interested to see how this plays out because I think Olivia has the potential to get first place on this event. So let's see.
Very powerful at the gate. Little hop technique.
Yeah, and just a little bit of a delay between the stairs that might end up passing her. So
she got to move. She got to get down there. She got to set up.
Move. Yeah, this will be interesting between her and Ionis because right now I would say the pace is almost equal.
Yeah, almost the same. Transitions are about the same.
Yeah, so this
she's having a little bit of trouble with those stairs, though. She has to get these last 3.
She has to get these last 3. If she doesn't get these last 3, I mean, I think we're going to see.
We know the answer, yeah.
And then Taylor and Amber is going to be a battle for first place. Mm-hmm. 2 very athletic, very fast athletes. Oh, and this matters. You got to go. Come on, Olivia.
Got to move. And big pop at the end. It's going to be close.
This is really interesting. I think Ionis had her by just a hair.
I think so, too. I think it was a little bit quicker on how powerful she was. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, why I saw her on the podium, just because of how much more, little more strength.
Yeah, because, I mean, that 464 deadlift she had earlier in the show, she was very powerful with.
Yeah.
All right, so this leads, I think, so based on the results of the last event, I believe we're going to have, even though Amber and Taylor are tied for first, Amber is going to have to go first because Amber did not beat Taylor on the last event. So Taylor would to have the benefit of going last.
Taylor's in the driver's seat for this one. Gets to see.
Taylor's in the driver's seat.
Yeah, so what was the gap between – there's a 2-point gap, correct, between
third, and second. So this will be – Amber does need a good run here.
You still have to get all 9. You still have to get all 9.
Oh, absolutely. And this is a little bit of a smaller athlete, so this will be a little bit tougher. But she's making good.
She's moving.
She's moving very well. You can tell she trained hard.
Yeah.
A little bit of a stutter there, but you're right. Those stairs, getting off the stairs is scary.
Yeah.
A little bit of a stutter there. She's gonna have to keep moving. Come on, Amber. You need all 9.
You need all 9. You need all 9 just to hold your second place, right?
Yeah, come on. One more, Amber. Get those up there. Let's go. And you can see her hands are on fire. Her body is starting to get tired.
Oh, by the end of the show, between a deadlift and a grip event and all the loading, she's in a little bit of trouble with that one.
Yeah, so this will be it. She really needs this 8th one. I mean, because if you get last on this event, that's going to push you down to 3rd. 10 seconds. So, yeah, so let's go. Come on, Amber. Finish it.
Come on.
I think she's going to get this here. Come on, Amber.
Just get under your knees and just fight. Looks like, and is that a completed run?
I think that might be a complete run. And what a run from an athlete who is a bit on the smaller side, especially in terms of this competition. What a run.
Yeah, she needed that. I think she might lose a point or two, but I think it's not gonna overall affect it. I mean, it might come down. It might affect second. Actually, it might drop her.
She might have dropped to 3rd. So we're gonna see, because Olivia's run and Ioannis's run was very, very close, and both those athletes are very strong. I would gander that whoever won that, I think they probably pushed Amber down. Yeah. So I think we are now. Taylor is in the driver's seat, and if she finishes this run,
she's in the hot seat right now. Because if she misses a stair, she drops to 4th.
Yeah, I think she's going to finish this. I have a feeling. Wow.
It's still that pressure, you know?
Yeah, and you can see a slight fumble on one of those stairs there. But I think, once again, it's just that pressure. And she is a tall athlete. I would anticipate.
Very beneficial for this event is to be a taller athlete.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the load's a little bit lower. Yep, she's moving well. All right, come on, last stair. Let's see it, Taylor. Finish this run. Secure 1st place. And I think she's going to – she's run out of steam just a little bit. She's got 2 more stairs. Man, Olivia and Ioannis really did have a great run, didn't they?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely showing with all these athletes finishing. But the height plays a huge factor. I think that's the winning run. I think that's going to get her keep her in the right spot to hold on to the show.
Yep. And so now, though, we're going to have the men, and we're going to start with Jeremy Schell here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Jeremy will be someone who's also good at this event. Adam will do well. Yeah, I think we're going to see a really, really some great performances here.
Yeah, I mean, I think another big part of all this is the men have been pretty consistent across the board. The under 230 men. We were like, oh, this guy's going to do good, and then everyone does good. So it just seems like a very balanced show where like all the little stuff is what's going to be what adds up, you know.
Yeah, and so I'm super interested in seeing what ends up happening with this men's class. And the women's class, once those scores get updated, we'll be able to see who the winner of that class was. I think it's going to go Taylor, Ioannis, and then Amber would be my guess.
Yeah, based on what we saw.
Maybe my timing is way off, and maybe I have no clue how to manage the clock, which is possible.
Well, I think we're going to have a tie for 2nd and 3rd is what it looks like.
I think that would be, I mean, selfishly, that'd be amazing because then we get to see a tiebreaker. But, who knows?
Keeping the shine on the women a little bit. So,
yeah, and for all the women athletes who competed here today, I mean, I've said once, I'll say again, I think that was the most exciting class to watch.
Well, especially it's one class. So we see athletes of so many different sizes in this one versus like the men are still different sizes as well, but it's a little bit tighter because there's less weight distribution. So
yeah, so I am really excited for these men's classes to see how things shake out.
I think the under 230 men are just going to blitz through this one, man. It's going to be a speed event.
Yeah, I think we're going to have some sub 30 times for sure.
Yeah, for sure. No, not taking away how hard it is. It's still going to be challenging, but just.
Yeah, but I think being realistic about it, I think you're completely right. It's a little bit lighter for these men. I think they're going to move quick. And it seems like these stairs in terms of height, I think are very beneficial.
Yeah. Looks like we just got the update. They're updating the women's scores right now. So
hold tight, guys, because, we're about to see. They're cutting to the scoreboard. We're about to see who ends up taking – drum roll. We're about to see what ends up happening here. This is going to be very
I don't know
interesting.
how long I have to do this for, but we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, you still have to train later?
No, I'm good today.
Okay, good for you. I am taking today off too. I was gonna say, don't drum too hard if you got to train.
Yeah, that's tomorrow me's problem.
Good. Yeah, that's tomorrow's problem. Hell yeah. All right, so we'll see what ends up happening here, though. Yeah, I think you're right though. I think we are gonna end up with a tie.
Yeah,
It's second
it's
for
it's it's either a tie or it's so close at like milliseconds, man. Like we saw earlier on the Bubba's Gauntlet, the 0.05 or 0.08 difference, making a point matter. It's just crazy, but that's the benefit of doing split times on everything is you get to see those instead of being half a point. It's that full point swing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. So okay, and so they did update the women's score. And okay, so are you ready?
Okay.
Taylor, first place, 24 points. Ian is second place, 21 points. Amber and Olivia tied for third.
Ooh. So we got our
So we
tiebreaker.
are going to have a tiebreaker between Amber and Olivia, I would imagine, unless this is count back, which I'm not sure what Chris has decided.
Yeah.
But that is huge.
I'm sure they will tell us what the plan is soon enough. But that's a tie for podium. That's
huge.
Yeah, that's
So we got a little bit of drama here in the women's class. I'm gonna text Chris right now. Count back or tiebreaker. And we will let you guys know once he responds. I'm very curious. If it's a tiebreaker, I just hope they don't do a front hold.
Yeah, I hate when it's front hold. What I like to do when shows do tiebreakers. I think you pick the event the two athletes were closest on. Like if they were like tight close to on deadlift, you do like some kind of pull or something like that. If they're close on pressing, you do some kind of like shoulder movement or things like that. Wherever the athletes were closest to each other to make it as even as possible. Because if someone's a really good deadlifter and you make it a deadlift event, that's helping them a bunch for the tiebreaker. Or if someone's a good loader, things like that. So you look at all the scores and you pick whichever one was they were the closest on, and that's when you want to do.
So the sandbag gauntlet, the press, shoulder, and carry load. Amber had 4 reps in 30 seconds, 30.97. Olivia was 4 reps in 31.8 seconds.
Make him press out. That's what I would say. Just make him hit a 30-second timer and have him go at just under what they did earlier.
I would love that. So it sounds like they're going to get an answer for us. I'm not sure who's running the Limit Breaker page right now. I think it's Chuck maybe, but he's going to get an answer for us.
Yeah.
Then we're going to cut back in 1 minute for the middleweight men, and we're back. Look at that. CJ, we'll be back in 1 minute. Well done.
We can hold it down sometimes,
We can hold it down. And you like I say, I'm a teacher. You can teach anything for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So we are ready for the 231 men, and our first athlete is going to be Jeremy Schell.
All right, setting up with those power stairs. So again, very fast event. Very strong athlete. This is actually where the work boots would come into play as you get a little taller.
Yeah, he looks good there on the first. Oh, yeah, he's moving well. Yeah, this is going to be a blitz for these. Yeah. You know what those interesting is you brought up a good point earlier about having almost too much clearance.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, because these are light turf for these athletes potentially, that you're having too much gap, that you're getting it too high versus just high enough. It's again, the same thing we saw with the bag earlier today, that if you're sending it too far, it makes it more challenging. Again, very fast run.
Yeah, great run by Jeremy. Well, that is exciting. That is how you want to end the show, is a great run just like that.
So we were just told about the tiebreaker, it's going to be a surprise. So I guess we're all going to find out together.
Was told it's going to be a surprise. That's awesome. I'm going to take that as it's a tiebreaker event.
Yeah, I'd assume it would be a tiebreaker then. I assume they're trying to figure out.
You don't do a count back and say it's a surprise and then have
surprise is boring.
It's a surprise.
That would surprise me if they did count backs.
That would be a surprise. I'd be like, well, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I am shocked on that. Yeah. And Adam should be up next, correct?
Adam should be up next. I'll double check. I believe Adam is up next. Adam is next. Yes. So Jeremy's time there. I'm not sure Jeremy's time. I would gander that was sub 30. I mean, it was fast. I'd gander it was sub 30.
Yeah. We're going to see some like millisecond differences. As we go through. So hope the judges are practicing their thumbs.
Yeah, I'm gonna try judge. I'm gonna try to time this one, just see how fast it is, just so we have a
Yep.
general.
My phone is completely dead, so I'm just gonna let that one be. So I'm watching it from here. So I'm gonna trust your guidance on that one.
So let's see. He's getting them set up where he wants them. All right, let's see a great time, Adam.
I mean, honestly, they can't be harder than the ones we did. They were basically at Bricktown. They were axle handles.
That is crazy.
It was not fun. So I think he's gonna smoke this one. He got that done like 40, someone like 30 seconds before. I mean, and here he goes.
There you go.
Yep.
I got my timer.
He's already
going.
done with the first 3.
Ooh, man!
Told you.
All right, your boy is moving.
Yeah.
Wow.
Try being on the other side of that, watching that from the other side, trying to keep up. Done.
All right, so I have 13 seconds.
Yeah, right.
14.79 was my timer. Yeah, I'm gonna get something to write these down so we can keep track.
I can't walk upstairs that fast, like normal stairs, and he just like flew up those. What a run! What a run
I
on
got
that
a
one.
calendar here that has cooking recipes on it. We're gonna use this and we're gonna keep track. So Adam had 13.79.
Yeah, like throwing that out there. I was just saying while you were gone, I can't go up normal stairs that fast. So
No, me neither. Me neither. Shout out to Adam. That was crazy. That was crazy. So Adam was 13.79.
oh my god, so fast.
So I think that's gonna be our winner. I'm gonna put Jeremy at right around 30 would be my guess. I didn't time Jeremy.
Yeah, 25-ish, I would say. Yeah, I didn't time it, but
I think 25 is a good guess. So let's see. So next we
which
are
is
going
still
to
an amazing time. Like Adam just kind of does these like crazy numbers. It makes it look not as crazy as everyone else.
You know, there's guys who are freaks on certain events, and you just have to go, okay.
Like you and your any kind of press.
Yeah, but no, I don't think I'm not as good as Adam is on any press as good as Adam is on those power moves. That was the craziest thing. 13.7 is insane.
Yeah, that was fast.
That was fast. Yeah, Adam, I hope that you watch this and I hope that you save our reactions because that was absurd.
I was done. I blinked.
Yeah. I was shocked because you said he was good. I didn't realize he was that good at that event.
Like I said, I just went against him on this event, literally on each side of the stairs, and it was.
Yeah, taking second to him in the power stair event, I'm not even upset about. I'm high-fiving myself.
The fact that I kept up with him through 8 of the stairs, and it was like stairs 9 and 10 is when he kind of got too far ahead of me. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you got to take that as a win for sure.
Especially watching that run. So
it looks like they're setting up here for the next run with Drew Gaines.
Yeah, best name in the show.
Best name of the show. So we're gonna see how Drew does. This will be interesting. These power stairs, as these power stairs get heavier, they get harder to take down. So
yeah, it's so hard to follow an athlete who does something that spectacular, though. Like, I would hate to be the guy after him.
Yeah, I mean these last 2 events, man. Like between the sandbag toss and then that, you're just like, dude, come on, give us a break.
Adam definitely came on late. He's just got to work on he's kind of newer to the sport, especially at this level. So it's kind of one of those things that like. Give him 2-3 years to get strong, like develop that static ability. Dangerous athlete.
He definitely has the athletic stuff down. It's just that static strength.
Yeah, that just takes time.
All right, so we got Drew coming up. It looks like he's just about ready.
And going, he's off.
And they're off. Okay.
2.
So far, and this is really fast too.
Yeah,
so
this is a good pace.
Yep.
So very quick on his transitions, though. Very quick.
Very quick. Yeah, he's moving well. And then here's the final set here. He's at about 17 seconds.
Yeah. So him and Jeremy were pretty tight. I think he beat Jeremy by a little bit, but we don't know offhand.
23 seconds.
Yeah. Him and Jeremy will be really close on that one.
They will. One second. Sorry, my wife's working. I got a little concerned. I heard a loud grunt. She's all good. All right. That leads us to Trey next. Trey Leonard is up next.
Yeah, taking those power stairs down is a tall ask. They actually used like a forklift getting down at breakdown to the last recently. So the fact that like it takes a machine usually these are multiple people, while these guys are just sending it. But I also find it harder to get stairs down than up. I've noticed personally.
Yeah,
Have
yeah. I
you,
got.
when training, you train and pull them down, and that's the worst part is pulling them down.
Oh yeah, and then you have the whole threat of like losing your feet.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah.
so this will be Trey Leonard now, and let's see how Trey does. All
And he's
right,
off
we got lift. Yep, he's off, and Trey's moving well too.
very fast.
Yeah, maybe almost a little bit too much extension.
Yeah, getting that gap, like I said. But if he can hold that gap, I mean, we
Yeah,
saw it
this
with
pace
Adam.
though, I think this pace is going to end up.
That's gonna be a second place run, probably.
That's a 16.73
Yeah,
run there.
second
So,
place run. Yeah, it looked really good. It looked fluid, looked consistent. It looked like he knows what he's doing. But it wasn't the freak run that we saw earlier.
no, I mean that's 16 is really fast for him.
That's so fast.
Yeah, that's about 2 seconds a stare. I mean that's crazy. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Great run by Trey.
Makes fast guys look not so fast when you do it in like less than 2 seconds to stay though.
Yeah, right. I'm just like, man. And then okay, so we got Andrew come up next. Andrew's sitting at 18 points. We're getting close to our top 5 where some changes might take place.
Yeah, where the shuffle might happen.
Yeah, so right now Andrew is in 6th place. He's behind Josh. Josh is at 23 points. Andrew's at 18. So it would take quite a bit for Andrew jump into the top 5, but we'll see. You never know.
Yeah. Anything can happen on this. I don't see the shakeup happening too much with the way these athletes are moving.
No, I don't see it either. So I am excited, and now I keep thinking about this tiebreaker, about what this tiebreaker is going to be.
Yeah, it's in the back of your mind, just like sitting there. I hope it's something similar to like the log press or some kind of like press. That's what the two athletes were closest on. And they're off.
Another athlete, Andrew's moving. Okay, he's moving pretty solid too. I don't know if
very fast transition.
Yeah, this is gonna be close between him and Trey.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He's got that side shuffle drop, no fear about falling.
All right, I've got him clocked in about 18 seconds.
Okay.
So I think that's so far our 3rd place run.
Yeah, it'll be close though. It just depends on the judge's hand on these ones between him and Trey.
Yeah, so that's gonna be close. So we got Josh coming up next, Mr. Pinkerton.
Yeah, he was smoother on his transitions, but he just didn't have as much pop. That's the main difference between those two last athletes.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, you want to have both. Ideally, you want to have enough gap between, but also enough get down the stairs to that next one ready to go.
Yeah, and overall a very good run there. I think right now we're looking at Adam and then Trey and then Andrew. Very close though, Trey and Andrew. All right, so we got Mr. Pinkerton's getting ready.
And this is someone that's fun to watch.
This is you got to root for Josh. Here we go.
Yeah. He's going.
A little bit more methodical here. I think this looks like it might end up being a tough event in terms of scoring.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those athletes that usually when you're a good deadlifter, your arms are longer. And Josh is a very good deadlifter. So he might have that problem where he has to shrug every weight. And he just isn't exploding the way he needs to. Or maybe he just, honestly, might just be tired. The long show.
This is his final stare. So about 26 seconds there for John.
Still a good run. Sub 30 is still a very good run.
Sub 30 for 9 steps is superb. I think we're seeing guys really show off some great times. Sometimes there's just there's guys who are just really great at certain events. Trey, Andrew, and Adam, I think, really separate themselves going. So
I think it shows the diversity of the sport a lot because there's no one can doubt Josh isn't strong. He's a strong athlete. He just isn't as explosive as some of the other athletes are. As we're seeing that with like an Adam who finished the bottom part of the deadlift, able to fly through this.
Oh yeah, and I think it's really cool that Adam, whose best full take was 405. That being said, it only took one attempt. I think he just planned to.
Yeah, he knew what he's only on the board, right?
Yeah, so I think it is cool to see him really dominate these last 2 events and do quite well. All right, so we got Brandon coming up next, and Brandon is sitting pretty comfortably in 4th place. He's at 25 points. Gavin is at 30.
Yeah, especially at the last run that Josh just did. Unless something happens here, I think he holds his fourth place position because
And
he's
he's
pretty consistent. Yeah, little
he
frog
is
hops
great.
on the way.
Yeah. Oh, and he's moving very well too.
Yeah,
We're at about 7 seconds right now.
yeah. This looks like a solid like sub 20, maybe close to 20-second run.
That's gonna be close between him and Trey.
Yeah,
I
it
clocked
looked.
17.5.
Yeah, that can go any ways with the official timers and all of that. So and these are all unofficial timers based on CJ's view from his computer screen.
Yeah,
So
so please understand this is not super serious. This is a very rough science.
we just want to know about what people are doing. But you again, sub 20 seconds, go up 9 stairs. That's such a good
That's really
run.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're about 2 to 3 seconds a stare. You're flying.
yeah.
All right, so that leaves us to our top three, and we got Gavin Lee coming up next. And this is where things get really interesting. There is a 5 point gap between Brandon and Gavin. So
Mhm.
really, Gavin just needs a decent time here to maintain a podium spot. The question is, can he jump Justin? That is the question that we're going to
Yeah,
have to
I
answer.
mean he should be again going for that. He needs a sub 20. He needs to hold his spot and put pressure on it. He needs ideally like an 16 second would be perfect. But he
It's going to be very good.
yeah, he wants a sub 20 here easily to guarantee his spot. So he's got to be aggressive.
Yeah, he's moving very well. I right now he's at about 7 seconds. He's
Oh, a little
moving
fumble on that one.
a little fumble. That might end up costing him a little bit.
That literally might be the difference right here.
Yep, yes, he's at 13.
He's getting tired too. Long show, long day.
So
And
he's
he's
going to
got
finish at about 23, 24 seconds for Gavin.
yeah. Again, that's gonna probably hold his position at third, but leave the door open for not being able to jump because he needed that fast time. Which again, nothing wrong with holding the podium. That's
No, and I think we're going to see Justin do about the same here. I would anticipate.
yeah,
Justin, I think, is trying to finish where he needs to. I would
yeah,
put Justin about 18-second finish, just to where he's going to hold that podium spot, not have any issues. I mean, really, he just has to beat Gavin.
yeah. And who was before Gavin again?
Gavin was Brandon, and so there's an
Brandon.
8 point gap between Brandon and Justin. So I don't think that's going to be closed.
Yeah, but it was a 5 point gap or a 3 point gap between.
It was a 5 point gap between Gavin and Brandon.
Yeah, so we won't see that shake up. I think a 3 point gap was possible, but it's not possible there. So yeah, it looks like as long as we should hold our podium like we thought about, and we're off.
Yep, there we go. Okay, Justin's moving pretty well too. Yeah, he's moving very well. Nice little footwork there.
Yeah,
I
big
think
big lean back on that first one though. It's a lot of just like I think unnecessary.
Yeah, so Justin is the pro type of brutally strong. Like we spoke about him.
Yeah.
So that was about 17 seconds.
Yes, in that right, just what you need to do. A sub 20 run
Yeah, so
holds him down.
Justin, I would definitely put Justin that like pro type of just brutally strong. He's a 350 strict press guy, like just
My God,
insane static strain.
I'm trying to push press 350, and man, this guy's.
This
Ugh.
guy, I know. I always tell him, I was so proud of my 365 push press, and then I sent him a video. He's like, "Oh yeah, here's like a 350 strict press." I'm like, "Jesus Christ!"
Mm.
Sorry, Cheese and Price. We're on air. Cheese and Price.
Oh,
Right.
shoulder goals.
Yeah. Tyler, our last athlete, he's got a 6 point lead. Barring something crazy happening, Tyler really should close the show out.
A piece of him, I think, wants to try to beat Adam's time. He beat him on the bag toss. I think a piece of him wants to get that sub 13 time frame.
Oh, Tyler's as competitive as they come. I would anticipate Tyler's going to give it his all.
Yeah. And we're off.
Yep, here we go. Wow.
And he monkey crawls it down.
Yeah, so, I think Tyler might end up getting Adam here. He's at 9, 10. Oh, I think he's just going to miss it.
I think they're just like.
But hey, about 15 seconds. So
yeah, that's why I thought he was gonna get about a 15-second run. I think his first three, he fell into the gap of it was too much power, right? So he had hang time. If you're going for that like super speed run.
Hey, you know what though? A shout out to Adam. You beat the world champ at an event today. You can talk some track.
Yeah. So, but it might be one of the best power stair runs you'll ever see. The 13-second 9 stair. That's, whew.
So now we're gonna play the game. How accurate was my stopwatch? I'm
Yeah.
gonna guess not super accurate, but I'm gonna try to place these.
Okay.
And I think we pretty much maintained our order in terms of placing. So I have Josh at 26 seconds, Jeremy at 25, Gavin at 24, Drew at 23, Andrew at 18, Brandon at 17.5, Justin at 17. I have Trey at 16.73, Tyler at 15, and then Adam with that blitzing time of 13.79.
It's
So
crazy that a 26-second run looks like the last place.
yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, a 26-second run was probably, yeah, which is insane. So
That's a great run. That's
that's a superb run. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to see, yeah, you're not going to see too many sub 26-second power stair runs. So no shame in getting a 26-second run on that. That's still very quick.
yeah.
All right, so that means that I don't think anyone changed positions there. I would anticipate. I know.
Well, I think that Adam jumped up probably to a higher position than he was, but
Adam definitely. Yeah, I would say Adam probably jumped up to 7th, is what I would guess.
Yeah, that's about where I think I put him, with my guess on how this is gonna go. So
yeah, we got. I'm gonna keep my times that I recorded written down, just see how they compare.
That's what you got.
Yeah, just see how close I got. I mean, theirs is gonna be far more accurate because obviously I'm looking at a live stream,
And they're right there.
And they're right there.
I would hope.
I would hope. Chris says that they're typing in stores as we speak. So
perfect. Again, great job.
We're on to the big boys.
Oh, they're off?
They're off.
They're off. They're going. Okay. All right,
so this is Zach Kirk. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to have a time for Zach. I was.
Yeah. Little fumble on that step.
Little fumble. Oh, CJ, you should see the meal I just got.
I see a little bit on that screen.
Oh, you should say. Oh my goodness.
I see why you married her.
All right, come on, Zach. Let's finish this. And Zach is moving. Come on, Zach. Finish this.
There you go. 9 stairs completed. Good way to finish off the day.
What do you think about around 35 seconds?
Give or take. Maybe close, somewhere around there.
All right, so that leads us into our next lifter, Andrew. And this is getting more intensely painful to watch guys have to take these power stairs down. All right, so in bad news, we're not going to see the 231 scores until the end.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to have to wear their seatbelts and just wait.
They want to get these athletes done, which the athletes want to be done as well, which is so important for these guys. These all day. And he's off. Very fast, very powerful. Stepping up there, which is fine. Oh, he got caught at the lip right there. Didn't get the whole implement on.
Yep, so this will be very interesting. We'll see. I think he's going to still get Zach's time just based on the pacing.
Yeah, looks like he's moving pretty well. Look at that little hiccup. Oh, didn't get the height on that one. Clipped the front. The old commentator curse might have got him right there.
I know. We need to be really careful. I'm not going to say anything positive the rest of the show.
Yeah, we're not doing great with that one.
So I think that Zach probably jumped Andrew there in terms of that event.
Yeah.
That being said, Andrew's going to maintain his placing.
I agree.
All right, so we got Nathan Barber next, and this is where things are going to get a little spicy. Nathan is at 19 total points. Colt Swanson is at 20. So we are going to see how this shakes out. This is important for both these men. Battle for third place.
Yep. So it's going to be – hope you're ready for the timer on this one. This is the important timer.
Oh, yeah.
So they're trying to find the athlete right now. All right. Looks like he's stepping up.
All right, here we go. We got Nate. Big Nate.
And they're off.
They're off, okay.
There you go. Steady.
All right, so moving well so far.
Yeah.
He's at about 7 seconds.
Not a mistake made yet is the thing. That's the
No, and that's gonna be the big thing. He is really, really clearing those steps, like you pointed up earlier.
Mhm.
All right, so we're at about 19 seconds now. So I think he's going to beat those first two
yeah.
athletes.
And I don't think he was quicker on each step. I just think he did make a mistake.
Yeah, so that's 23 seconds thereabouts from Nathan.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Colt can pull off here.
So I think the other athletes might actually been a little quicker on the stairs, but he just didn't clip it. He didn't mess up. He didn't slip. Smooth is fast. Fast is smooth. That's kind of.
Oh, yeah.
3 athletes left and the show's done, man. Whew.
That's crazy.
What
Besides
a day.
our
Yeah, besides the surprise maker.
yeah, which I'm telling you, I'm gonna laugh so hard if he says, "All right, guys, it's count back."
Oh, that would break my heart.
Everyone get excited. It's count back. Woo! All right, so here we go. We got Colt coming up next.
So he's got to beat a. If he gets sub 20, he's in. That's what we're. So let's say that.
If he gets sub 20, he is into the top 3.
Yeah.
Because really, he just has to, he needs to, yeah.
He needs to move with purpose. That's kind of like the best way to describe it. He doesn't need to be fast. He just needs to move with purpose, like have a goal in mind and really push forward. Go. Very good movement so far. Oh, transition a little slow.
Yeah, transition's a little slow. He might, man, Nate might end up getting him here. We might have another tie. All right, it's about 15 seconds. Oh, yeah, the transitions is
the transitions what kill him. His power is there. It's just like not.
Yeah, so
being confident. But now it's the question is does he get enough time fast enough
so
to not
guess what?
What?
Exciting news. We're going to have a tie for third.
Potentially. Most likely.
Most likely. That was about 27 seconds.
Yeah, that was definitely a slower run. But his stairs weren't. That's the thing.
His stairs were not. It was the transitions, though, like you said, that really got him.
And when we're talking a second here, second there, the transitions matter so much. So if you're an athlete, take anything from this, watching this, like train your transitions as well. Like train your movement, no matter what, if it's a power stair, if it's a yoke run, if it's a multi-movement, train your in-betweens. Because that's really what's going to cost you when it's close to equal strength.
And Calvin's getting a good time here as well.
But that's the worst thing that can happen is if you leave something in someone else's hands. You know, I'd rather, again, win on my merit, lose on my merit. So
as predicted in the sub 231s, just very briefly, Tyler won the show. Justin got second. Gavin is in third.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Very fast.
And Calvin does need a good time here.
Yeah.
Because he does not want to lose his second place. It looks like he's going to maintain that.
He's holding his spot, very consistent, very powerful. This is definitely the fastest run so far.
Yep, that was about 17 seconds.
Yeah,
I think Calvin definitely got there. So now for John, he just needs to finish outside of the bottom 2.
Yeah. So he needs to finish sub 30, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I think, totally doable, especially for an athlete like himself. But this is, again, we're seeing these, like, strong guys. Because that didn't look challenging for him. He just kind of knew the assignment. He's like, I just got to be consistent.
Yep, He knew he had to beat the guys that just went. He's going to maintain second place.
Yeah. Can't catch him.
I do think John's going to do quite well. I think potentially, third place has a tie.
Yeah. And they're off. Nice and consistent. That's the exact pace I would be aiming for if I was him.
Yeah, he's not making any mistakes. He can't miss anywhere.
Yeah. Fast enough to keep retention. Yeah, just fast enough to keep tension, but quick enough not to, mess up. Done.
Yeah, so he's going to get second place on that event.
Yeah.
But he definitely did enough to maintain his first place lead.
Yeah, did his job. So now we need to see what happens with these scores with